So we all know that when Konami wants to release products, they will do whatever they can in order to market it to any audience that they can. This might leave a bad taste in a lot of collectors' mouths since we get re-releases of certain products. However, the way that Konami Japan does it, it is done so tastefully that it actually ends up being a collectible product on its own later on. This is the case for the product of today's video, which is the World Championship 2006 set. This certain product was only released for the 2006 year, and it was not something that was continuous or ongoing for future years. But what they included in this package made the product so iconic that it goes for over $500 today. In today's video, I actually got a hold of one of these 2006 sets, and we're going to be unboxing it, taking a look at the contents, and then finally adding these extremely rare and special promo cards to my binder. So let's get into it. Alright, so here we have the World Championship 2006 set. Let's take a look at the outside packaging first of all. So here we have Jade and Yuki. In Japan, they were not as discriminating when it comes to using Jade and Yuki or Judai on the covers of certain products. You guys know that I mentioned this in the past with Jaden on the TCG side, he's barely used if ever. So here we have a very special product like in this case, because again, they hosted this Total Chad on the packaging, and I think it looks good. I think he's a good looking character. I think he does well for the Yu-Gi-Oh brand, and they shouldn't just stick to Kaiba or the Pharaoh for the most part. But anyway, moving on here we have the World Championship 2006. Here we have some contents inside World Championship 2006, and then here we have some of the contents but in picture form. And this part right here is the thing that makes this set so expensive, because everything else included inside is not as unique or special. So let's open this bad boy up. And first of all, I do have to shout out my boy Versa Collectibles. He's the one that hooked me up with this. We ended up doing a trade. I got this from him for a very, very good deal, so I'm happy about that, and that's what's allowing me to be able to open it up for you guys and showcase it on the channel. Check out his Instagram. He also has a new YouTube page that he's working on. His videos are incredible. If you like my kind of content, his stuff is going to be right up your alley. It's incredibly well done. He's a white boy that knows how to read and speak Japanese. So you're pretty much getting like the best of the best. Amazing Japanese content in the English language. And while we're mentioning that, I do have to shout out my other friend called Bilingual Duelist. He also has an incredible channel. He's a little bit more established, but Versa Collectibles is actually killing it. His binder collections are absolutely mad, and he's just as picky with conditions as I am. So definitely go check out both of those cats. They're incredible content creators. But let's get into it quick. This is the 2006 video game. I believe this is where they put the cards for this. So let's open it up and I'll show you the contents. A lot of these video games that come included in these special editions do not have like the regular packaging, if that makes sense, because this actually has a proper picture and stuff like that, but they leave those out when it comes to the contents inside of this. I think it's to differentiate the different releases. But here we have the Game Boy game, and then some code. Here we have Yu-Gi-Oh Online, some more pamphlets. Here's the game guide, pretty cool. And I believe this is the video game promos that you're gonna get usually inside of the game, and the promos here are the exact same as what we got in the TCG. I think they're the two Helios cards, and in my opinion, I think that they're pretty much the high rarity for these. I know they reprinted them in Speed Duel, but for the most part, I don't think that they are worth opening because they're only like a couple of bucks. So I'm just gonna leave this part sealed. Here we have the Duel Pass as well as the game pack of cards that we'll be viewing at the end, because this is basically what makes this product like 500 bucks instead of like 50 bucks. So we'll take a look at those after. Here we have a Duel Pass. Not sure what this is, but I assume it's like the Red Eyes one that we got in the TCG. Here we have, can't read any of this, so we're just gonna go on. And at the bottom, there's two structure decks. I believe these are also reprints. In the OCG, there is no first edition, so pretty much the only way that you know that this is a reprint is because the packaging. I believe this is gonna be like the Zombie Madness and Red Eyes Darkness Dragon structure decks. I don't think there's a need to open these, so we're just gonna leave them sealed. You guys know already the contents inside and stuff like that. I mean, you know the contents for pretty much everything nowadays, but I just think that these are worthy of being in my binder, so we're gonna open them up. All right, so let's put these to the side. I'll clean them up later, and let's open up this masterpiece of a release. Okay, so obviously I just spoiled it. This is Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, and this is arguably the most expensive card. I mean, it's not arguable. It is the most expensive card in this 4-card pack, but I'm just gonna open it up because I am collecting all of these OCG Ultimate Rares. Well, I'm collecting all of the OCG Ultimate Rares that are exclusive to the OCG. So if we got them in the TCG, I don't feel like there's a point in getting the OCG versions, but these, not only did we not get them in the TCG, but we will never get them in the TCG. These cards are long past overdue when it comes to being able to be reprinted as Ultimate Rares. Not only is the Ultimate Rare style different nowadays, but they're not going to reprint cards like these that are completely useless to the metagame. These are pretty much solidified as historic timepieces, and you know, the OCG version will be the only way to get them. So I definitely don't have a problem collecting these versions. And oh my god, look at the hollow foil pattern of this. Oh my goodness. Nah, this is crazy. Holy smokes. Now, what's actually really cool is this card specifically has apparently 2 versions in Japan. Like, people recognize 2 different versions. There's one that has like a lot of hollow foil texture and one that does not. I'm not sure which one mine is. I mean, it definitely is hollow foil texture. You can tell here by the light, but it's not as deep. So it might be that this is the less textured version. I honestly don't know. If somebody in the comments can let me know, this is what it looks like here under light. I mean, it's still incredibly beautiful, and I am super impressed. But that's the World Championship 2006 number 1. This is coded W6S-JP001 for anybody looking to add it to their collection. You can just type that into eBay and you'll be able to find this card. But yeah, let me put this to the side and grab some sleeves and move on to the next card, because the next card is just as impressive in my opinion, and it is Vampire Genesis. So let me set these real quick. Although they are really good card quality, obviously, because they are printed in Japan, I still like taking care of them because these are extremely collectible. There's nothing like them in the TCG. There's nothing like them ever again in the OCG. But yeah, this is the Vampire Genesis. Next we have, oh, this card is incredible. Look at this. This is Infernal Flame Emperor. Again, like completely badass, man. Let me set this again. And sleeve up Vampire Genesis. And for those of you guys who are asking what these sleeves are called, these are Ultra Pro Fantasy sleeves. Let me sleeve up Emperor, and then obviously here we have Ocean Dragon Lord Neo Daedalus. I did a video on the TCG version of this because there is a mail-in promo. So check out my shorts if you're interested in learning more about this card. Again, these cards are all really beautiful, but if I had to choose, I would definitely say that the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon as well as the Infernal Flame Emperor are the best looking ones. In terms of price, the Red Eyes is definitely the most expensive. These other ones you can probably find for like 50 bucks a pop. Again, they're extremely collectible because there's nothing like them, but I would definitely say that this one goes for like 200-300 bucks. PSA 10 is around $800-900, and for these guys PSA 10s is around like 150 to 200 bucks. I definitely recommend them. Like, if you are looking for something that is unique, that is really exclusive, and you're never in danger of it being reprinted, I would say that this 4-card set is fantastic. Even if you don't have the funds to open up a brand new one, if you can grab these cards raw, grab them in like PSA 8 or 9 condition, crack them for your binder, you'll be extremely impressed. These cards are absolutely gorgeous, and in my opinion, I think that these are some of the best releases that Konami has ever done when it comes to exclusive promos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the World Championship 2006 set, as well as the 4 Ultimate Rare promo cards that are included in it. I highly recommend it if you are a sealed collector, and if you are just like an Ultimate Rare collector or you love Japanese exclusivity, these cards are right there. They fire on every cylinder and the artwork is just absolutely fantastic. If you want to support the channel, you can always hit the like button. It shows that you guys want more product spotlight videos like this one, where I show you guys cool cards that you might have not seen before. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. And And if you want to support me further, you can pick yourself up your own Gardner binder. I make them myself. It's the best way to support the channel, and you support yourself by doing it because you buy probably the highest quality binder on the market today. The links are in the description. You can also join the YouTube members area or Patreon in order for you to hop on to the latest market watches with me as well as other members, and we can talk about sales that happened in the past week. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.